Hello everyone, welcome back. We are in the process of learning for loop from last few sessions. Today also we are going to continue with the nested for loop. In this class we are going to learn how to create the pattern programs using nested for loop. Nearly 25 programs are there. I will be explaining most of them. I have also given the source code in the description. You can click on the link and get the code for all the pattern programs as PDF file. Before going into program, just I wanted to tell you one thing. If you don't know how the nested for loop works, please go to my previous video, learn and come back here so that it will be very clear for you to understand further. Let me go to the script mode. Now let us consider a very basic shape using star. Just I wanted to print maybe a rectangular one. So this is the shape, which is rectangular shape, having 5 stars in the each row. Like that there are 3 rows. I give for I in range. See, first let us consider one single row. There are 5 stars, right? So I in range, if I give 5, right, it will be printing 5 times. If I give print statement here, print, I just wanted to print star, so I give star. And then if I want to print in the same line, I will be giving end equal to, that is open and close it, nothing inside I give. So it will be just simply printing only one row with 5 stars. Let us check this. So it prints like that. In case I need this to repeat this 3 times in rows, what I can give before this, I can give a for loop and then 3 times I give. See, just a small change I make this as I and then this j. Now this second for loop will be inside the previous for loop. So one indent I have given for this. See, now 3 times it will be working. First time it takes 0 in the range, and then here this will take 5 times it will be running. So 5 times the star is being printed, right? After this I want to come to the new line. For that purpose what I shall do, I can come to the new line after executing this. So not every time after executing this, after completion of all 5 stars. So that is outside this for loop. So I will be giving here print and then one simply open and close bracket. That means just it prints a new line. I will tell you one hint. This 3, that is responsible for rows. So anytime you are giving the outer loop, number of rows it will be. The inner loop here, it will be number of columns. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 stars are there, 5 columns. So every row 5 columns it prints. So prints. Okay, this is the first one. Let me have user defined number of rows and columns. So for that purpose what I can do, instead of this 3 and 5 giving as a constant, I will be taking from the user, saying for rows I say r, and then I say integer of input, enter the number of rows. Similar way for columns, I supposed to close one more bracket. For columns, number of columns I give. After this I will be changing this as row. As I said, this is for row and this is for column, right? C I give, and then this I give here as C. Let me run this. I need 5 rows with 7 stars. You can see the same is being printed. Hope this is clear. So the second one is modified one with number of rows and columns input by the user. Now instead of this pattern, I need maybe like this. Let us take away this I in range. So 3 rows are there. I put 3 here, or else we can also take 1, 4. Here j is there, that is number of columns 1 to 5. So it starts from 1, I will be giving 1, and then it should stop at 5 means I should be giving 6 here. See, every time, that is every column, the number keeps changing, right? That is responsible for column. So instead of star, I will be giving here J. So it increases, it prints J. Remember, we don't need to give inside the quotation. If it is a quotation, it will be printing only J. So here it is a number, I just give as J there. If I need a space between the numbers, I can give one space here. Let me run this. It has printed exactly whatever we need. Now instead of this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, each row with the same number, that is first one is as 1, 1, 1, second is as 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3. What I supposed to do? So remember here, I is meant for the rows. As the number of rows changes, the same count also is being printed. First row 1, second row 2, third row 3. So it is not going to change. Every time J runs 5 times, similarly 5 times it is being printed. Small changes we are making here. Instead of J, we make I, that's all, nothing else. You can see. Now let us consider this pattern. See here, the first row is having one element, second row is having 2 elements, and then so on. And also we can notice that every time the column increases its value. How it can happen? First row with 1 column, second row with 2 column, third row with 3 columns. That means number of columns is equal to number of rows. How many rows are there? Totally there are 5 rows. So we can consider, as it is starting from 1 and then ends with 5, we can give here 6. So it becomes 1 to 6 for I, that is a number of rows. Now what we need to print? If we print 1 to 6, every time it is going to print 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Instead of that, as I told, number of columns equal to number of rows, we will connect I to J. When I is 1, this let it be I itself, but I means it will stop on that number. So we will just give plus 1, so that if I is 1, here it will be 1, 2. So one time it will be printing. So like that, if it increases, when it is 2, this becomes 1, 3. So 1 and 2 it will be printing. The next count, when it is 3, this becomes 1 to 4. So this will be printed. Now when it is 4, this will be 1 to 5, that is this row will be printed. And then similar way the last row also. J is only being printed as every time number changes in the column. I am running this. You can see perfectly done. Let us consider this pattern. See here 1 and then here 2, 1. Last time it was 1, 2, 1, 2, 3 like that. It is going in reverse every time, right? For this, what we supposed to do? The row count is same, let it be. But when it is 2 for the next one, we can give I here, so that when I becomes 2, this becomes 2. So where it should end? It will be ending by 0. 0 means before this at 1 it will be stopping. When it is going in reverse, remember by default it is plus 1. If it is minus 1, we are supposed to give here, so minus 1. Again J, that means changing every time when it prints a column, correct? Let us run this. You can see perfectly this also done. Now I need a pattern like this. See, the shape is same, the increment is same, but instead of changing every time in the column, it remains as it is. That means when first row it is 1, the second row all the numbers are 2. So that means nothing but I. So let me just change this to I. That's all. No more changes. Perfect. Now let me consider the other way. At the beginning 5, the next row is 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Every time the first number of row keeps decreasing. So it starts from 5, I give 5, and then where it stops at 0, that is before that 1 it will be stopping, that is this one. Now when it is going in reverse, minus 1 I supposed to give as a step. Now j loop, you can notice that every end element is 5. So it should be ending at 6. That is confirmed. Now the beginning always one lesser than the previous, one lesser than the previous. Where it starts at 5. Now 5 to 6, that is only 1. What I can do here, to make next time to less than 1, I will create one variable k is equal to 0 in the beginning, and then here I will give just minus k. So now next time what happens, the k will be increasing by 1. So what I will give, k plus equal to 1. So every time k increases, it is subtracted from 5, it will reach up to 1 as this goes 5 round. While printing, every time the column changes the value. So that means I will be printing here j. Let us check this. So it is again perfect. Now I have a pattern 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. See, the number does not repeat at all, it keeps increasing and the pattern is same. What I can do for this, the pattern we can use any way here. Let us have the beginning how we did. It was 1, 6, and then here let it be as 1, I plus 1. This will create a pattern like right angle triangle, the shape. But here when we need to print the continuous number, I start this k as 1 and then I will be printing k here. I keep increasing k every time, but not in the outer for loop, it is inside the inner for loop, so that every time it gets increases. It doesn't have any control on this I or j loop. Continuously it keeps increasing. Let me check this. You can see it is perfect again. In case number of rows you need as per user's choice, we can just simply add n is equal to int of input of enter number of rows you need. Now what I will do, instead of this 6, I will give n plus 1. Let us try this. Let me expand this. I could see 25 lines here. This time I have a pattern with alphabet A, B, ABC, ABCD. I will take help of ASCII values. We know capital A's ASCII value is 65 and then it increases so on. So what I will be giving here, I will increase this from 65 up to 70. So that is 5 times. Here it starts from 65, then I plus 1. When I print, instead of printing this number, I am going to change its ASCII value to character. So CHR of J I will print. So every time the column keep changing. I don't need this K here now for time being. Let us check this. It is right. If I need number of rows given by user, similar thing, n is equal to int of input of enter number of rows. So here what I am going to do, it starts from 65, so I add 65 plus n. The 65 itself is included, so plus that many times it comes. Let us check. So for example, I need 15 rows. You can see that 15 rows it is been printed. Now if I need repeated values in each row, it is very simple. I just print I instead of J. So every row the same alphabet is being printed. Let us check this. 7, you can see that it is being printed. If I need a pattern with alphabet continuously, here smaller alphabets are there. I will take n as 97 as ASCII value of lowercase a is 97. Let this be as normal 1, 6 and then 1, I plus 1. What I am going to print is character of n. I need to increase n's value every time. So n plus equal to 1. Let me check this. It is right. Now let us consider the pattern which is opposite right angle triangle. From the greater one it keeps decreasing. I will be having here 5 up to 0 then, right? When it keeps decreasing, I will be writing -1 as step. So first time it is 5, next time it is 4. So I need to link this I in the beginning of this so that it is I here, and then until where it can go up to 0 here also, so that it stops at 1 always, and then here also -1 will be the step. What I am going to print? I can print just star inside the quotation. So it prints this star. I don't need this, I take away. Let us check. It is right. If I need the number type, say like this, it starts from 5 and ends at 1. So this is right. And then every time this I keeps decreasing. So this also starts from 4 and the next 3, 2, 1, and this is also same. Instead of printing this star, I am going to print J as every time the column keeps changing. Let us check this. Even this is right. If I need the repetition of number like this, simply I print I instead of J. It is so simple. This is another type. It starts from 1 and ends with 5. Every time it starts with 1 but ends with 1 lesser than the previous one. So the outer for loop is right. It runs 5 times, but the inner for loop we can change. As it starts from 1, I can give 1. Always it ends which is equal to I. So I will be giving I and then plus 1 here. It is in increasing order, so I can cancel this. Now I will be printing J as every time the column changes. Let us check this. This is right. Let me have little bit changed version here. See 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5 and 5. It ends with 5. So it starts from 1 and goes up to 5. So the outer for loop I can write like 1, 6. I keep increasing every round. The same increased number only I need. So I give as I, and then this will be ending at 6 again. Every time it ends with 5 here in the pattern. That's all. J it is printing. Let us check this. This is also right. If I need using alphabet like this, we know it starts from 65. I will be giving 65, and then it will be ending with 70. E is 69. Here I2 again 70 I will be giving. Then character of J. Let us check this. This is also perfect. If I need that in other way, say like this, it starts at E, that is 69, and then will be ending at A, that is 65. So I should be giving here 64. This is going in reverse order, I give -1. Now 69, next round will be 68. So the same thing only we need, let it be as I only. So ending will be here as 64. You can see every time it ends with A. This is in reverse order, so I should again give here minus. Let us check this. Yeah, this is also right. If I need the repetition of letter E, D, C like that, like this, what shall I do? I just print I there. Let me check. Yes, this is also right. So far we have seen so many right angle triangle using the nested for loop. You might have got good hold of nested for loop by now. Practice is more important than you just listen the class. So keep practicing. Most of this I have explained you. There are nearly 25 programs. PDF of this is given in the description. When you click the link, you will be getting it. These two programs are using the string functions that I will let you know once we complete learning the string functions. So keep watching this channel, keep learning. Let us meet in the next class with sum of series program. Until then, bye. Thank you.